basically a race bike made legal for the street.
What's up, everybody? We got a lot to talk about. It is Harley-Davidson's brand new street legal race bike, and only 131 of them will be produced. You better get on the waiting list if you want one. Let's find out much more about the brand new 131 CVO RR. It is my pleasure to be joined with some Harley-Davidson royalty, Mr. Bill Davidson, Mrs. Karen Davidson. So great to see you guys. How's Daytona Bike Week going for you so far?
We are thrilled to be here. I can't tell you, it's just exciting. We're in the winter back home in Milwaukee, the birthplace of Harley, where we grew up and still live, and to be here in Daytona for Bike Week with all of our great friends, introducing this phenomenal motorcycle, it's great.
Well, that's what I want to touch on here, Karen, because this is reminding me a little bit of the V-Rod Destroyer we love, which was a direct from Harley race bike. Now we have something brand new behind you that we got to tell everybody about. Tell me about this awesome motorcycle.
So it's a CVO, the RR CVO. It's basically a race bike made legal for the street. And the development of this bike is directly from the King of the Bagger factory team, where we're racing around all these tracks, and it's amazing. This bike is really special. We're gonna hand build 131. It's expensive, but
Hear that? Hand built.
yes, hand built.
Not only the highest tech, but handmade.
Yeah.
Well-
but it's worth every penny.
Oh yeah.
Amen.
Because this is the only place you can get a motorcycle like this. It's incredible.
Well, we were talking off camera moments ago about price and how some may get shocked, but I'll tell you this right now, my drag racing audience, they understand hand built. When you one-off stuff, when you have very talented machinists and CNC work going on, things are pretty expensive. So what are we talking about in terms of price for this motorcycle?
So it's $110,000, but like I said, it's reasonable and it's worth every penny. When you look at the components in this motorcycle, take the swing arm for example, where they start with a block of billet aluminum and they spend 12 hours whittling that down to a beautiful swing arm that goes on the back of this bike. The front end has a super bike front end, just like on the King of the Bagger race bike. It's all carbon fiber. I mean, the bike is amazing.
And 50 pounds less than our CVO 121. So you're taking weight out and you're just gonna fly.
More horsepower, weight out,
Yeah.
and you know weight is equivalent to X number of horsepower.
Yes, absolutely. If you guys could, tell me some more specs on the bike and some of the other things that you're really proud of that make this machine different.
So it's 153 horsepower,
Wow.
and it's the top speed is 125.
131 only.
131 that are
Limited.
being built, serialized, and then when you buy the motorcycle, you also get a really trick carbon fiber helmet, color matched to the bike. You get credentials for all of the King of the Bagger races for the season. So it's a really cool
It's very cool.
buy-in to a very special, unique motorcycle.
Well, I can tell you this too, especially in the Carolinas and up in the Michigan area, I cover a lot of bagger drag racing, and I think it's not going to be long before those guys get a hold of this and start modifying it for the strip. What do you think about the straight line application for this bike?
I think it would be ideal. Absolutely.
Here's one more thing I want to ask you guys about. You have such a proud family heritage and a great brand. There's been a lot of talk in the motorcycle industry across the board about this next generation. What will they want? Will they want vehicles at all? And do you feel like right now coming out with a bike like this shows Harley's dedication to racing and their core audience?
Absolutely. I mean, racing, when you think of Harley-Davidson racing, our first racing effort goes back to 1914, where we did Dodge City. It was a 300-mile dirt course, and We had the wrecking crew back there, and we were dominant on the high banks here in Daytona when Joe Petrelli ran on the beach and set the land speed record of 136 miles per hour on a knucklehead. I mean, it's just the richness of Harley-Davidson racing is woven into the fabric of Harley-Davidson. And to see our King of the Bagger team, and now we're back into the American flat track scene this year, and to see this motorcycle, you bet we're into racing, and it's a good thing for our brand.
Not only that, but you see so many custom bikes here. When you talk about our heritage, even if they're applying tech, you know, we see a lot of the young builders that are going back in time to our very iconic engines. They're adding tech and customization, and they're out there loving it. Still smelling the gas and oil fumes, by the way, but we'll see.
That is so cool, because you know what? I think racing will never go out of style. We're always going to line two vehicles up, see who's the fastest. There's always going to be a lot of fun and bragging rights involved. All right, so the big questions everybody's going to want to know, again, how many produced and how do they get a hold of them? If somebody watching this wants one, when will they be arriving at dealers?
So we're producing 131, and if you're interested, call your dealer immediately, because they're going to go fast.
These dealers are going to be fighting it out. We thought,
Yeah.
I think there were only 660 destroyers, and that was a slim run. Is this something where if demand picks up, do you think you could potentially make more?
We're going to limit this and keep it exclusive and very special, because that value to a customer means so much, and we want our customers to feel that specialness, that passion, that dedication.
Awesome, guys. I appreciate it. I really appreciate the time. Congratulations. Anything else you'd like to pass on about Harley-Davidson before we go?
You know, I just want to say thank you to all of our fans, our customers, for all the support. Our company is 122 years old, and we're going to be here for another 122 years because of all these great people that support us day in and day out.
We're very happy you guys are here. You're making your family proud. Thanks for representing this great brand and keeping it going strong here at Bike Week.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Let's give you a close look at this motorcycle, guys. Let me know your thoughts down below. Who's gonna get one? Limited run from Harley-Davidson. We heard only a few of them gonna be available. Who's gonna be the first to bring one to the drag strip? That is my question. Gorgeous, gorgeous bike. Gotta love the CVO RR. I wonder where my friend Bert King is. I bet he's gonna get one for Barracuda Harley-Davidson down in Clearwater, Florida. Just an amazing, amazing bike. One of the biggest Harley dealers in the country. Always good to see Mr. Bert King. Bert, this motorcycle, there's so much buzz. How many are you gonna get here?
I get two.
Wow.
It's kind of like this glass. It's empty. You know? It's time to fill it up, though,
Now,
man.
we
They're
know,
incredible.
we know you love Harleys. Everybody's like, is Bert gonna keep one?
No, it's for my customers. Customers come first, baby.
How are you gonna figure out who gets the two? Is it gonna be first come, first serve?
Has to be. I can't control that, man.
Wow.
You know? All I know is I'm getting two. I don't even know when they're coming yet. I'll know tomorrow, but we'll post that when I do. But I can tell you, it's good. Anybody can sell one of those. That's a special bike.
It really is.
Only special people should buy it.
Amen.
So it's for the customers.
My pleasure to be joined with racing superstar Mr. Kyle Wyman. Good to see you, man. How about this? We got a race bike, street legal, limited run, and I hear you have influenced this machine. What's your impression of what you're seeing behind us?
It's amazing. You know, we've been able to take so many elements from the race bike and put it into a street legal motorcycle. The front forks are the same forks that are on the race bike. Custom CNC triple clamps, full Brembo brakes, carbon fiber front to rear, all the billet case covers that you see on the race bike, chamfer, that clutch area, King 6 racing transmission, fully CNC swing arm, the works.
Well,
everything.
what I like to say often is these are not your granddaddy's baggers.
No.
You've come from a world of motorcycle racing. Did you ever think baggers would get to this level of performance?
No, I didn't. I certainly hoped, you know, when I signed on 4 years ago to be the first factory Harley rider in the King of the Baggers series, we had big goals, big ambitions, and one of those ambitions was to influence product development, and it's pretty cool to see where we've been able to take it.
Good stuff. We wish you all the best this weekend, and maybe, what do you think? You gonna get one of those?
I want one. I want one.
He wants one, but only 130. Who knows? Maybe even a celebrity like this isn't going to end up with one. I hope you do. Very pleased to be joined with Bjorn Schuster. Congratulations. I know you're on the design team here. You guys did a phenomenal job. Tell me how this came to be.
Well, it's really, a result of our King of the Baggers race series and all the popularity that's been building with that. We wanted to celebrate that with authentic as a race replica as we could build.
I love Harley's commitment to racing from a design standpoint. What are you most proud of on this motorcycle?
It's hard to say. There's so much content. We deliberately wanted to showcase all of the carbon. Anybody who's been around, racing and performance knows carbon's
Absolutely.
Carbon's lightweight.
And 100% street legal, right?
100%.
Oh, I love it. Last thing for you is, I was speaking with your colleagues, but some of my drag racing boys are going to get a hold of this and use it for the straight line. What are your thoughts on that?
It honks. I think they're going to have a good time with it. There's a lot of motor there.
You heard it here first, guys. A lot of motor. Great to see the Baker crew here. What do you guys think of this brand new Harley-Davidson?
It's pretty amazing. They've been doing this race program for a while. It's been awesome to watch, and for them to release something like this to the public is just what we need.
I love it. And did I hear you say Dad wants one? He's on the waiting list?
He might be. We'll see.
It's going to be tough with only 131 out there. A lot of demand.
Yeah, but I think he might be able to get one.
Let's hope he's got some pull. He deserves it. Good luck to him.
Yeah.
So guys, how awesome is this? Take a look at it. Let me know if you're thinking about getting an order in. Like I said, you better do it quick. Only 131 will be available to the public, but it really shows Harley-Davidson's incredible commitment to racing. Reminds me a lot of the Destroyer. There's 660 of those Destroyers, only 131 of these. I can't wait to see one show up at the drag strip. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Check out all of our content from Bike Week. We've got much more coming from the 84th annual Daytona Bike Week. Cycle Drag rolls on.